Well, the compact SUV segment market is really the hot cake and a hot seller with many millions of Indians aspiring to own a SUV and have that SUV tagline. With two major companies dealing and making this segment very hot seller, Mahindra has decided to make it a segment shaker. That's what they've called it in today's briefing. And I'm joined by Mr. Rajesh Jejurikar. He's the ED and the CEO of Auto and Tractor Division. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr.
Thanks
Jejurikar.
for coming here to Nashik and our manufacturing facility.
Thank you so much, sir.
Really happy to host you here.
Thank you, sir. Initially, you spoke about as a segment shaker, sir. We never thought this level would be a pricing. Eventually, when it went up, you were undercutting your competition by about 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh subsequently. What was the strategy? You thought that, this is a segment that we want to cater to now because it's a hot selling. Majority volumes are coming through this. The thinking was the price point, was the thinking was to give a good car with a good price point. What was the thinking behind that, sir?
Chetan, interesting question. So the answer is actually a little bit of both. So because if you do only one, you don't get success. The success comes out of deep understanding of customer, seeing what the customer is looking for and at what price the customer wants to make that transition. So just going back to where you started, this is an exciting segment. It's 25% of the SUV market, right? The total SUV market in India last year was 25 lakhs. Out of that 25 lakhs, the monocoque compact SUV segment, which is really where this product is being launched, is about 6 lakh number. So that's 25%. This is one part of the SUV market we are not as strong in. When you look at the total SUV market, we are number one by revenue market share and number two by volume market share. So really here's an opportunity for us to become a number one, number two player in this sub-segment. There are several segments here when you spoke about segment shakers. So at the entry level, we have the MX-1 that appeals to those who currently may be a hatch buyer or a first-time buyer of aspirant of an SUV. For them, an entry point of 7.49 lakhs is a really good price because this product, going to your other part of your question, has really everything. It is the best in space. It has the best SUV stance. It has the best safety, very good powertrains, options of manual and automatic in gasoline and diesel, and a very good suspension. So really we're giving everything at a very good price of 7.49. So that is one part of the segment. I'm now moving to the other extreme of the segment, and we believe that there is a whole segment of people who don't correlate price to size. Now the normal perception is if you want to buy bigger, you pay more. And as we've studied customers of today, there is a segment of customers today who want compactness, want all the tech, all the features, the space inside without the exterior bigness. And 3XO really delivers on that. And which is where we believe the Adrenox, the ADAS, the Harman Kardon system, the 360-degree surround sound system, sound view, surround system view, all will give that customer a wow.
Okay.
So it's really a very good product with a good price, which makes it accessible.
Okay, 25% is what this particular segment enjoys in India. Sir, what kind of volumes are you targeting? Because your two competitors are very heavily in terms of volume selling these cars. Initially, in the first 6 months or first 2 quarters, what are you targeting volumes? Any number you could give us there?
Unfortunately, Chetan, we never share numbers at the time of launch. So we're not going to be able to comment on that. But I'm leaving you with a 3-year number to say in 3 years we would like to be number one or number two. And obviously we have to take steps along the way to get there.
Are you also competing with the Type C segment, sir?
In a way, some of our higher versions will compete with them because the interior space, apart from the boot space, is very comparable to the C segment SUVs. The leg room, the hip room, which is the width, the wheelbase are very comparable with the C segment SUV leader. So really, when you think about if you want a very good price for a tech-filled product and you don't need that much extra boot space, this is very adequate boot space, very good boot space. This is a very good option for a C segment SUV buyer as well.
Also, I should my focus, sir. With this, there comes across a message that is Mahindra equally focused upon its CVs. I know there's a plan for 2025. Is it on track? First of all, that. Secondly, how are you positioning yourself to both be a EV and a ICE company? well-balanced portfolio, or you would be eventually moving towards EV, or what's the outlook or the plan there, sir?
We are obviously, ICE is important for us and will be over the next many years. Uh, we've said by 2027, 20 to 30% of our portfolio will be EVs. That still leaves a lot of ICE volume. So we have a very aggressive product strategy on ICE as well. And of course, we have a very exciting EV strategy which will start unfolding in 2025.
Do you think it will coexist, both of them?
They will both coexist for a while.
The second part of my question would be on, of course, the Mahindra 5 door car. You know, it's been gaining a lot of traction, a lot of attention now. When do we see that coming? Any timeline? I know you will not reveal it, but give us a hint at least, sir.
Definitely in calendar year 2024.
Oh my God, that's a great coming up thing, sir. Surely, sir. Input costs have been of a trouble for some right now. The copper prices, aluminum prices are like, due to the global war situation, are rising. Are you facing those issues? And if yes, any plans to hike prices?
Chetan, can't comment on that. Unfortunately, as you know, this is a silent period for us. So anything which is a kind of guidance, we can't even respond to at this point of time.
Sure. And last question to you, sir. Give us a sense, sir, with the XUV 400 EV. Initially it did not get as much of a grand response as it should. Then you launched the rebranded version. Uh, with this XUV 400 rebranded, are you expecting good volumes? And how much market share do you think EVs would enjoy as far as XUV 400 is concerned?
Yeah, so again, I can't give a futuristic response, but the XUV 400 with the redone interiors and all the feature upgradation is getting a pretty decent response.
But thank you so much for joining us, Mr.
Thanks, Chetan,
Jejurikar,
again for being here.
and wishing you all the best for the new launch, sir. Thank you.